Evening, call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. Have we had a chance to review the minutes?
Move to accept as printed.
I'll second them. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, they are approved. Just a quick note on behalf of the board to Mrs. Roberts. She's not with us tonight as she is a new grandmother, so we wish her lots of luck and well wishes.
Yeah, congratulations again.
Yes. Chief Donovan is not able to join us tonight. Tim Inacio. Tim?
Mr. Chairman, Board. I will start with project briefs. I'll lump the 3 site plan reviews into one. Hutch Motorsports on Broadway, 138. Actually, on Route 44, apologize. Kennedy Plumbing is on 1635 Broadway, and Shell Seasons Market is on Route 44. These projects were approved prior to me coming on board, and essentially we are looking to release funds on all 3 projects because all the improvements have been completed. We had a meeting last week with the planning board, and the only new application on the agenda is for site plan review as well, and that's Skyline Granite. That's on 138. It's just due north of 495. Opened the public hearing last meeting. Went really well. There's some comments that their personal engineer has to work on prior to the continuation, but all in all, it was presented really well. Today we had as far as potential developments, we had a meeting, pre-application meeting with the department heads for a potential gas station, Dunkin' Donuts, with some light retail, and that would be on just due north of, it's on the corner of 44 and 24. It's the site of the Bradford RV. So we gathered some department heads, we had a representative from the planning board here as well, to gather some feasibility comments on the front end for their engineers. And it was really beneficial, so they're going to take our comments back and sort of see how that coincides with their initial design. But it went really well. Building commissioner provided them with what zoning relief was going to be required on the front end, and that would come with a site plan review, which is on our zoning regs as well. So it went really well. I thought it went well. Randy attended as well. As far as topics that the planning board is discussing, we are looking, I had mentioned it, the prior update, we're looking at updating the Route 138 land use study by using municipal assistance funds through SERPID. We're waiting on a charge for that since they just reached the new fiscal year. So they'll assign us X amount of hours to help us update that study. The board is doing some light tracking of some statewide planning legislation. I believe it's called the land use regulation, I believe. I think it's been kicking around for a couple of years. There's one consolidated bill in the Senate and one in the House. They're both currently in Ways and Means. So we're keeping an eye on those just to see potentially what and how it can affect planning in the future. The board, prior to me getting on board, they were looking at possible bylaw for retreat lots, and I think the planning board may take on that topic next, to sort of talk about where the future lies with that. Economic development, we have a meeting on August 8th, I believe. It was originally earmarked for next Monday, but now we have to kick it back to the 8th, and I was talking to the chair of the committee, John Noblin, and about putting together a possible agenda. I took some notes last meeting. The committee was looking at farmers markets, nuisance bylaws, garden clubs, material stockpiling bylaws. So we're looking at formalizing that. It'll be my second meeting since I've come on board, so I'm looking forward to that. The MassDOT updates, I'll sort of consolidate those all into one. I have authorized the creation of the maps, the shape files, essentially for GIS usage and potential use on our website. So those are being created right now, and I think once they're complete, it really gives a good visual representation of what was done and what's earmarked to be done in the future. I think it could work as a really great economic development tool, and that would basically make it a lot easier to sort of put a face to a lot of these projects, because a lot of times they're listed as numbers, and there's so much movement on the independent variables that it'd be a lot easier to sort of create a visual representation. Serpent updates. South Coast Rail project has been delayed for 7 years. Serpent is looking into why that is, but they're, from what I'm told, they haven't been as candid as they would like, so that's going off newspaper articles and such, so I'm still tracking that. And the bridge deck replacement project on 138 and 495 is 82% complete, and that sort of changes daily. Signal installation on 44 and 24 is at 66%. The Center Street traffic signals over at Center Street in 138. The contractors, I spoke with the engineer, and the contractors are looking to mobilize within the next couple weeks. Still no definitive date or schedule, although I'm weekly requesting that. And bridge replacement over 24 on the Taunton River is about 92% complete. In next year, in 2017, the state is slated to replace the bridge on 24 over Route 44. And that's earmarked in the TIP program, and that's going to be, they don't have a start date yet, but it's been authorized for early 2017. So, and that's all I had. Any questions?
Questions, Mrs. Smith? Good. Great. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you very much, Jim.
No problem. Thank you.
Appointments this evening, we have a few. The police department is requesting the appointment of 3 individuals as special police officers: Ashley Correa, Jonathan Fillmore, and Jared Turkington. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
They are approved. And then we have a reappointment of a constable, Charles Rose, and that's signed by the captain.
Move to reappoint.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those are approved. No other appointments this evening, no public hearings. New business, Mrs. Smith.
None?
Okay, old business, Mrs. Smith.
None?
Okay, town administrator's report, Mr. Buckner.
Very briefly, it's been quiet. Summer schedule, no selectmen's meeting next week. On the North School, we are going out to bid on the HVAC system. We're also looking at security issues, so cameras, probably, alarm system. Next selectmen's meeting is August 9th. A couple meetings coming up for me. Southeastern Mass Health Group Health Insurance Consortium's planning for the future session, August 10th at 10 a.m. Negotiations with OPEIU, August 10th at 3:30 p.m. and police on August 11th.
None for me.
Selectmen's report, Mrs. Smith.
It's been very quiet.
It has.
I think it's because it's been so very hot.
Yes, yes. Keeps.
But I hope everybody is taking care because of the heat. But I have nothing other than that, sir.
Thank you. Correspondence is late this evening. We have an invitation from the Undersecretary of Consumer Affairs and Business Regulation inviting us to a consumer listening session this Thursday from 11:30 to 1 in Plymouth on consumer issues throughout the Commonwealth. We have a request from the Lions Club, which has also been approved by Park and Rec, for one-day liquor licenses on August 7th, October 16, January 20, February 5, March 24th, April 23rd, May 20th, and June 23rd.
I move to accept.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Those are approved. And we also have correspondence from the Housing Authority, which was just CC'd to us regarding the resignation of Earl Marsh as a commissioner over there, and obviously that would leave us with a vacancy on that board as well as the zoning board and our cable board. So anybody who's interested is more than welcome to send a letter of interest to our office. No other correspondence this evening. The press is not with us this evening. No emergency business.
None, sir.
No members of the community are present this evening. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn, pay the bills, no business to be conducted after.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.